Hey there, Canuckleheads. It's been a little bit. It's been kind of busy. So I'm going to mix things up a little, or change things up a little bit. About a week ago, I had a viewer comment that she loved my videos because it was like her dad teaching her how to cook. Now, once I recovered from the shock and indignation of the fact that I am no longer 21, it occurred to me I have a son who is. And he learned how to cook from me and from his stepdad. But we learned a lot from when we were kids. We actually had, the class was called either home economics or family studies, but we learned how to cook. A lot of kids don't have that these days. So I'm going to shift gears every once in a while, and rather than doing internet fads, we're going to do some basic cooking. Today, I'm going to actually do 3 videos. So as we're going along, you're going to see multiple stuff that may not apply to the video we're doing. But we're going to start with kind of a basic wrapper dough. Not like, wrapper. Pierogies, pizza pockets, things like that. So step number 1, we're going to take just a little bit better than a cup of water and about 3 tablespoons of butter. And we're going to add them to a saucepan. And we're going to start that warming. Now the idea is to get it just below a boil. So you'll start to see the water move a little bit and steam, but it won't be boiling. And we'll show you what that looks like. Now, while that's going on, we're going to add 4 cups of flour to our mixing bowl. We're going to add about a tablespoon of salt. And I'm going to add some of my Canucklehead seasoning. And we're going to add, I don't know, generous dash. I'm going to call it about 1.5 teaspoons. Okay, and then we just wait for the water to warm up. All right, guys, so we've been a couple minutes on just past medium heat. If you want to come in, you can see our water's just hitting the boiling point. That's where we want it. So we're going to take it. This is our water and our butter. We're adding it to 4 cups of flour, 1 teaspoon of salt, and some of my Canucklehead seasoning. Okay, now, this stuff's going to be hot. Don't stick your hands in it immediately. We're going to grab a wooden spoon. We're going to start stirring. And you can kind of see what we're going to do here is we're just going to keep stirring, and in a minute or two I'm going to get my hands in there. And you want it to get all clumpy, okay, and kind of granulated. And once you see that you're getting granulated, we're warm but not hot. Just get your hands in there and start kneading. Now guys, one thing about my gloves. I love having the gloves, keeps my hands clean. I get them from Costco. It's like 12 bucks for 200 of them or something. But these are like the powdered nitrile ones. If you're going to use them, great. But when you put them on, wash your hands like you were washing your regular hands to get all the nitrile stuff off. Same thing if you order them off of Amazon. Just don't put them on and start immediately. And if you look at my bowl, we're still a little bit powdery. Right, it's not all quite clumping together. Don't be afraid to add a little bit more water. Just tiny little bits though. As I go off camera here. I'm just going to grab some water and just going to add a couple of drips at a time. And if you add too much, you can add just a touch more flour and just do pinch and a pinch and a pinch. eyeballed it, but it came out just about where I want it. All right. Pick up the last of it. Knead it around a couple more times. Guys, so we've been kneading the dough for about 5 minutes. All right, I put a little bit of flour on the cutting board too, so that we could just kind of work it a little bit better. So now we're going to form it up into a ball. So this has been off camera. Another thing that was brought to my attention, guys, I don't bake a lot, I'm going to admit it. So another thing that was brought to my attention off camera is that I poured all of that hot water and butter in like just one big shot. Far better to do it a little bit at a time, okay, and knead it. I'm a great cook, guys. Baking, well, I can make you hockey pucks pretty well. So do as I say, not as I do. Okay, so we've got this wrapped in saran wrap and in a ball. We're going to set it aside for about a half an hour. All right, we're just going to let it sit and do its thing.